Some guys are going to figure this out right away, and some guys won't be too sure. Now the car's not a two-tone, that's not why we did the roof, but this could be a little bit of a better hint right here. You can see how she's all jammed out. Nope, after the video I better pull that tape off. We don't want to move those because that's where the doors need to be set once they're weighed down, so we're going to leave those right there, because what happens, everything lined up really good with these doors, so we're going to try to put it right back where it was. And up here we had a little better than 1/8 of an inch where the door was higher. But the reason for that is the doors on this car, even though they're 4 feet right on the money or whatever they are, they're not heavy because they're empty. But once you put the regulators in, the electric motor for the windows, the glass, all the trim and everything, they become quite heavy and the door will actually fall. So we're going to set it right back to where the guy had it because he's particular, and then we're going to line up the front real nice and we should be golden. And I mean, once he gets it all back together, because we're not putting this together, once the car is completely painted, we're sending it back to the owner and he's going to do the interior, all the trim. Trim goes around all the windows. You don't even see these posts, but you got to seal them up, so we painted them. We went into the jambs a little bit. I didn't know how much I'd get in there, so we had some black in there before with the primer, just in case you saw through, but I was able to get quite a bit of the red in. Once the door's on, we can't get this edge, so we went ahead and hit that, just so when you look in a crack, you don't see like a funny color, right? So basically, we did all the jambs. Now I'm going to have to take that little edge and just gently sand it smooth. And the reason for that, we're going to put foam J-tape all inside here and put the doors back on the car. The reason for that, this is a metallic paint. I don't know if you can really tell that in here, but you'll have to take my word for it. It's not bad, it's pretty nice, but it is a metallic paint, so we definitely don't want any shadowing or anything different. So if we do the panels separate, like an old school solid color or a single stage, you can pull that off. But with this car, what we want to do, and because this car is so long, and I'm learning, one thing I'm learning with this car, it is so damn long, everything seems to be more time. So what we've done, we had to do the jambs anyway, but we also did inside all the window jambs. Now you can't even see any of that. All that is going to be hidden. There's chrome and parts, but there's places where there's little lips, and you don't want to look through like the chrome here and the rubber here, and then you see like primer in there. So we went ahead, we painted all that, we painted the jamb. So now the idea is we can start on the far side of the front fender. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, that's all got to be painted. We're going to back tape all this. That's all going to be red. And then once we start coming down the side with our metallic, we can just keep going right across the fender, across the door, and around the back. There's a big chrome belt line trim that goes here all the way around. So we're going to tape off the roof because it's already painted. So what we can do is we can go right down the side, hit the back of the fin, go across, back of that fin. We should be able to go around the other side then. And the idea is to have no blurs or any dry spray in our clear coat. Because this is a really big car, and some guys will say, well, that's okay, you got to cut and buff it and everything. I like to not cut and buff it if I can pull it off. If I can get it that nice everywhere, we tend to leave them alone. I have a thing in my mind where I believe they'll last longer, and this isn't a show car. The guy's going to drive it. It is going to be garage kept. As to whether the garage is really heated, I'm not real sure, so this thing will have a pretty good chance. We're going to put a nice fat paint job on it. You can see everything's been primed. So yeah, it's going to be sweet. Down in here is black, all under the hood is black, but there's all trim here, and there's a cowl piece, so all you're going to see is red. The nice thing with it being blacked out is you look down, it's just shadows. But yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. I like the color. There's a lot of small metallic in it. It's really fine. So here it just looks like a shiny red. But when you get outside, you can really pick up the metallic. but not so much on my phone. But anyway, once we get the whole body done, we'll do another walk around video outside in the sun, and we'll share that too. Thanks for watching. Cheers.